Hello, today we are going to see the 7th video of real numbers of standard 9. Till now we have seen what are the rational numbers and irrational numbers, and together we call them as real numbers, and we have learned more about rational numbers. In this video we are going to learn about surds. Okay, so what are the surds that we have to see? When we have to write certain number with its power, means when we multiply certain number itself, we get its index number. So when we write that index number in the form of a raised to n, where a is the base and n is the index of power, it means nth power of a. And we have learned in previous class that if this n is written as 1 upon n, okay, means if we take a raised to 1 upon n instead of n, if we write a raised to 1 upon n, it means it's nth root of a. Okay, so when it is power, we write n in the numerator, and when it is root, we write n into the denominator. It's called nth root of it. One more method to write the root, it is written as like using this symbol, it's nth root of a. This is written as nth root of a. For example, if you want to write square root of 25, we write it as square root of 25. When we do not write any number here in this, it is assumed to be square root, that is the second root. If we write here 3 and if we write here 8, it means that third root of 8, that is cube root of 8. We know the value of square root of 25, it is equal to 5, because we know 5 square is what? 25. Now 8 is a cube of which number? If I have written certain here squares, cubes, fourth power and fifth power for the reference, we can go on next also. But as 8, if we check into the cube part, so here 8 is a cube of 2, that's why cube root of 8 is 2. Okay. Now, so like that we can have say fourth root of 1. What is fourth root of 1? Now 1 raised to 4 is 1, so 1's fourth root is again 1. Okay, like that we can write. Now here, that whatever we have written in this form, it is called nth root of certain number. Here whatever symbol we have drawn, this symbol is called as a radical sign. This symbol is called as a radical sign. That inside that radical sign, whatever we write like this, that is called as radicand. A is called as a radicand. And which root we are taking, that root is the order of that number. Okay. For example, here under this radical sign, if you have written 25, so 25 is the radicand, and the order of this is 2. Order of this number is 2. Here the radicand is 8 and the order is 3. Here the radicand is 1 and the order is 4. Okay. Now whatever we have written under this sign, we will not call it as square root sign. We will call it as a radical sign. Its value, here it is 5, here it is 2, here it is 1. So these numbers are rational numbers. We can say that these are rational numbers. But what if here we can see these are the perfect square, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, these are the perfect square. So its square root are also, we can get square root and they are rational numbers. But what about square root of, say square root of 1 is 1, square root of 4 is 2. So what are the square root of the numbers between 1 and 4? Square root of 2 and square root of 3. They are not rational numbers, and we have even learned in our previous videos how to prove they are irrational. Like square roots, for we can talk about cube roots also. See, if 1 cube is 1 and 2 cube is 8, it means cube root of 1 is 1 and cube root of 8 is 2. So what are the cube roots between 1 and 8? If I want to take cube root of say 2, cube root of 7, cube root of say 5, like that. What about these numbers? We can say they are not rational numbers. We cannot find its cube root. They are not rational. They are irrational. Okay. So it's not that always the irrational number will be square root of non-perfect square. But irrational numbers can be in this form also, which are cube root of such number which is not a perfect cube. It can be fourth root of such number which is not a perfect fourth power. Like that also we can get the irrational numbers. Okay. Now after this, understanding this, now let's come to see what is a surd. Now nth root of a is a surd. If, what if we have to check three things for that. If a is a positive rational number, means the radical part should be a positive rational number. Then n, that is order of this surd, is a natural number. Order should be a natural number and should be greater than 1. Why it should be natural number? Because when we take powers, say first power, second power, third power, fourth power and so on, which are natural numbers. But when we take root, we start with the root with the second root, square root, cube root, fourth root. Okay, so we start with that, the order n is just 2, then 3, then 4 and we can continue. So this n should be always a natural number which is greater than 1. And the last and most important thing, that value of nth root of a is that number should be a rational number. Then in that case, it is called a surd. Means for example, if we take these numbers which we are seeing just now, square root of 25. Now 25 is a radical which is a positive rational number. So it satisfies the first condition. Now order is 2 here. So even this is satisfied, this condition is satisfied that 2 is a natural number greater than 2. But what about the third? But this square root of 25 is 5, which is a rational. Therefore the third condition is that this is it should be an irrational number is not satisfied. Therefore we cannot say that this is a surd. Same for here. Even this value is 2, which is a rational. So cube root of 8 is also not a surd. Even this is also not a surd. But square root of 2, this is irrational, this is a surd, this is a surd. Even these numbers we have seen just now, this one, cube root of 2, cube root of 7, cube root of 5, they are called as irrational numbers. Okay, so from this we can now solve the questions which are from practice set 2.3. The question number 1 is to state the order of the surds given below. Now if we go for practice set 2.3, question number 1 is to find order of this, find orders. Okay, so what are the orders? The question number 1 is, here it is given cube root of 7. Okay, now order of what, how we will write? Answer of this question should be done. Order of, this is the find of orders of the surd. So this is the surd given in the question. Order of cube root of 7 is 3. Here I would like to mention you, please do not write answer in this way. Cube root of 7 is equal to 3. My dear students, if you write this answer like this, though the question is to find the order of the surd is 3, you cannot write this statement as 3, because when you write is equal to sign here, it means its value is 3 and its value is not 3. So answer should not be written in this way, but you should write in the statement that order of this surd is 3. Like that we have to write the answer. For example, second, here it is 5 square root of 12. Here the 5 is a rational and square root of 12 is irrational. So here the answer is going to be order of 5 square root of 12. Here nothing is written. It means the order is 2. So like this you have to write the answer. Now for question number 2, we have to say state whether the given numbers are surd or not, and you have to justify. Question number 2, it state if given numbers, if following are surds, if following are surds, and you have to justify. Okay, so while justifying, how you have to write? So we have to take help of these 3 conditions. If all these 3 conditions are fulfilled, they are surd, otherwise not, they are not surd. The first number is given, it's cube root of 51. Okay, now whether this is surd or not, what is the radicand over here? Radicand is 51. So we can say whether it is a positive rational number or not. So we will write the justification as number 1, the radicand 51 is a positive rational number. Positive rational number. Number 2, order is 3, which is natural number greater than 1. Greater than 1. And the third thing, cube root of 51. Now this is the most crucial part. We need to decide whether it is a rational or irrational. If it is rational, our answer will be it is not a surd. If it is irrational, our answer is going to be it is a surd. For that we need to check is 51 is cube of any number. For that we can go through the cube quickly, which I have written here. Now 1 cube is 1, 2 cube 8, 3 cube 27, 4 cube 64. Now 51 lies between 27 and 64. So as 20, but it is not a perfect cube. Okay, it is because here it is 3 cube and it is 4 cube. So 51, it is not a perfect cube. Therefore, this cube root of 51 is not a rational number and it is an irrational number. So here you need to think whether it is rational or irrational number. And as all these are satisfying, therefore we can say cube root of 51 is a surd. Okay. Like this you have to answer and you have to justify. We will take one more example and then we will finish it. Now the second example, a second question from this is 4th root of 16. Okay, so this we need to check whether it is surd or not. Now what is the radical here? Radical fifth, it is now 16 is also a positive rational number. The order is 4, which is natural number greater than 1. Now we need to check this important thing whether 4th root of 16 is a rational or irrational. For that we need to go through 4th powers of the number. 1 raised to 4 is 1, 2 raised to 4 is 16. If 2 raised to 4 is 16, 4th root of 16 is going to be 2. Now 2 is a rational number. Hence 4th root of 16, which means its value is 2, is a rational number. It is a rational number. Okay. So it is rational number. Therefore, we cannot say it is a surd. Therefore, our answer is going to be 4th root of 16 is not a surd. Okay. So all these 3 points are your justification and this is going to be final answer whether it is a surd or not. Is that clear? So in this way, today we have learned what is a surd and how to find out whether the given number is a surd or not. If you have liked this video, please like and give me comments on that and forward it to your friends. And if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Thank you.